Okay, get this. Imagine an AI 100 times stronger than GPT-4,
Wow.
and it could be here as early as December.
Really?
Yeah, it's OpenAI's rumored new model
Okay.
called Orion. And we have this super interesting article here
Right.
from Business Standard Tech News, and it was just published a couple days ago.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be a really fascinating deep dive.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting.
So OpenAI has been releasing all these new models so fast. Like
Yeah.
they just released GPT-4.
Right.
Then they came out with GPT-4o, which could understand images.
Yeah.
Then the O1 series, which is supposed to be even better at reasoning.
Uh-huh.
So where does this new Orion thing even fit in?
Well, it seems like Orion is kind of bringing all of that together.
Okay.
And the article even says that OpenAI is thinking of Orion as the real successor to GPT-4.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
The real successor.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So does that mean we're going to see it on ChatGPT soon?
Well, probably not right away. It sounds like they're going to release it slowly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to partner companies at first.
So who are these partner companies?
Well, Microsoft is obviously a big one.
Right, of course.
They've been working with OpenAI a lot.
Yeah.
And the article says that Microsoft is getting their Azure cloud platform ready to host Orion. And they might even be ready as soon as next month.
Whoa, next month.
Yeah, November.
That's just a few weeks away.
I know, it's coming up fast.
Wow, Microsoft must be pretty sure about this whole Orion thing.
It seems like it.
It's wild to think that they might have even been hinting at the name Orion.
Really?
Yeah, the article mentions that Sam Altman,
Oh, okay.
the OpenAI CEO, he made this cryptic post back in September.
Interesting.
So maybe they've been planning this for a while.
That would make sense.
Okay, so we've got this powerful new AI model
Yes.
that they're releasing carefully through partner companies.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's coming sooner than we thought.
Right.
But what does it even mean when they say that Orion is 100 times more powerful? Like, what does that even mean?
Well, I'm not sure anyone really knows.
That-
I mean, power could mean a lot of different things, like how big the model is, how much data it was trained on,
Right.
how fast it can process things,
Yeah.
or maybe even just how many different things it can do.
So are we talking about an AI that can write movies and compose music
Well,
and like solve crazy math problems?
well, maybe not all at the same time,
Oh.
but, you know, the possibilities are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And one interesting thing the article mentions is that they trained Orion using this thing called synthetic data.
Synthetic data, what is that?
So instead of using real data, like from the internet or whatever,
Okay.
they created this special data set that was like perfectly designed to teach Orion.
Oh, I see.
It's like if you were training an athlete,
Yeah.
you'd want to give them the perfect diet and exercise plan.
Right.
So they did the same kind of thing for Orion.
So they basically made this perfect virtual world
Yeah, kind of.
to train Orion in
Exactly.
so it could learn as fast as possible.
Yeah. And maybe it'll even avoid some of the problems that you can get when you train AI on real data.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a really interesting approach.
And it is.
And it shows how much effort OpenAI is putting into Orion.
So it sounds like this is a really big deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But here's another thing. The article said that even though they think Orion is the next GPT-4,
Yeah.
they might not call it GPT-5.
Interesting.
And it might not even come out until 2025.
Okay.
So why would they do that?
Well, maybe they don't want everyone to get too hyped up about GPT-5, you know?
Yeah.
And if they call it something else, it gives them more freedom
Okay.
to change things if they need to.
Makes sense.
And as for the delay, well, who knows? Maybe they ran into some technical issues.
Right.
Or maybe they just want to make sure everything is perfect before they release it.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, with something this big, you don't want to rush it.
No, you definitely don't.
So we've talked about how powerful Orion could be
Right.
and how they're releasing it carefully.
Uh,
But what does this all mean for us?
yeah, like how will this actually affect people?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
And I think we're only just starting to figure that out.
I think you're right.
This is some seriously groundbreaking stuff, and I don't think any of us are truly ready for what it might bring.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it.
It is. It really is. So we've talked about how powerful Orion could be,
Yeah,
but how would we actually use it?
right. What would this look like in real life?
Well, the article talks about how it could be used for research.
Okay, like for science?
Yeah, like helping scientists cure diseases
Nice,
or
yeah.
even figure out climate change.
That's amazing.
Imagine you have an AI that can go through tons of research papers
Yeah.
and find the most important information.
Okay.
It could even help design experiments.
Wow. So scientists could use Orion to find the most promising research really fast.
Exactly. It could speed things up so much.
And that would lead to breakthroughs much quicker.
Yeah, exactly. The article even mentions drug discovery specifically.
Oh, wow.
Like, imagine Orion helping to develop new treatments for things like Alzheimer's.
That would be incredible.
It would be a game changer for sure.
So it could help with serious stuff.
Yeah.
But what about, like, the fun stuff?
Oh, you mean like art and music and writing?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Orion could totally change those things too.
Really?
Yeah, just imagine music that was created by an AI.
Okay.
But it's not just copying old styles.
Wow.
It's something completely new and different.
That would be wild.
Or think about having an AI writing partner.
Wait, what?
Yeah, an AI that could help you come up with ideas,
Ugh.
help you write better, maybe even write whole drafts for you.
So I could literally write a novel with an AI.
It could happen.
That's both exciting and kind of
Ugh.
scary.
I know, right? It really makes you think about what creativity even means.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's also super exciting to think about the possibilities.
Totally. So we've talked about curing diseases, writing novels.
Right.
What about just everyday life, like how we work?
Yeah.
How would Orion change that?
Well, think about all the stuff we do online every day.
Okay, like email, calendar.
Exactly. And social media, all that.
Yeah.
Orion could help make all of that way smarter.
Oh, okay.
It could be like a superpowered assistant
Right.
that knows what you need before you even do.
Wow.
And it could automate all those boring tasks.
So no more spending hours sorting through emails.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
Plus, it could learn your preferences.
Okay.
And personalize everything for you.
So like it could help me learn a new language.
Yeah.
But it would know exactly how I learn best.
Exactly. It would be like having a personal tutor for everything.
That's insane.
I know. It's pretty mind-blowing.
But realistically, will everyone have access to this?
Well, probably not right away.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll probably be limited at first.
Right.
But as it gets better and cheaper,
Uh-huh.
I think we'll start to see it everywhere.
So it could be like the internet or smartphones.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Start small and then everyone's using it.
Exactly. And just like with those things,
Yeah.
Orion could change the world in ways we can't even imagine.
Okay. But it can't all be good.
What do you mean?
Well, there's
There's
be
some-
some downsides, right?
Well, the article didn't really talk about that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, any powerful technology can have risks.
So what should we be thinking about?
Well, one thing is jobs.
Oh, yeah.
If AI can do more and more things,
Uh-huh.
what happens to people's jobs?
Right. That's a good point.
We have to make sure people are ready for that.
Yeah, we can't just ignore that.
And it's not just jobs. We also have to worry about privacy
Okay.
and bias, making sure the AI is fair
Right.
and that people don't misuse it.
It sounds like we need new rules
Yeah, definitely.
to make sure this technology is used the right way,
Absolutely. It needs to benefit everyone.
not just a few people.
Exactly. It's a big responsibility.
You mentioned AI and creativity earlier.
Yeah.
Do you really think AI could be writing symphonies
Yeah.
and novels someday?
It's crazy to think about, but I think it could happen.
Really?
Yeah, the lines between human creativity and AI are getting blurry.
Uh-huh.
And with something like Orion, who knows what's possible?
So we might actually see an AI win a Grammy
Maybe.
or a Pulitzer Prize.
It's not impossible.
Wow, that's a lot to think about.
It is. It really makes you question what it means to be creative.
Yeah, for sure.
But for now, let's get back to Orion specifically.
Okay.
We've talked about the good stuff and the
Yeah.
potential problems.
Right.
But how could Orion change the world as a whole?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is, and it's hard to say for sure what will happen.
Right.
But I think Orion will speed up progress everywhere.
Okay.
Like in medicine, energy, technology, all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
We'll see new industries, old industries changing.
Yeah.
It could change how we live and work completely.
So it's not just about specific things it can do.
Right.
It's about changing how we solve problems.
Exactly. It's about changing how we think about what's possible.
Wow, that's huge.
It is, and it's up to us to make sure it's used for good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is a new era for humanity,
I agree.
and we need to make sure it's a good one.
This has been a crazy deep dive.
I know it's a lot to take in.
But I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, it's wild to think we started with just this article about a new AI.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about, like, The future of humanity.
It's pretty crazy.
I guess that's what happens when you start thinking about something like Orion.
Right. It really makes you think big.
It does. It really
Shows
does.
how powerful technology can be.
Yeah, especially AI. It seems like that's moving so fast.
It really is. It feels like everything's changing so quickly.
Okay, so let's recap what we learned about Orion.
Okay.
We've got this AI that could be 100 times stronger than GPT-4.
Right.
And they trained it using this synthetic data stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it sounds like Microsoft might be releasing it next month.
Yeah, November.
Through their Azure platform.
That's right.
Anything else I missed?
Well, the article also mentioned they might not call it GPT-5.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it might not even come out until 2025.
Yeah, who knows?
But even if those things change, it's definitely a huge step forward.
Absolutely. And we talked about all the things it could do.
Yeah, like helping with research.
Right? Maybe even curing diseases.
Possibly. And changing how we make art and music.
And even just helping us with everyday stuff.
Exactly. It could change everything.
It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It really is.
And it's exciting, but also kind of scary.
Yeah, definitely. We have to be careful with this kind of technology.
Right. We talked about the risks to jobs.
Uh-huh.
And making sure it's used ethically.
Yeah, all that's super important.
We need to make sure we're using AI for good. It feels like we're at this really important moment.
Yeah, like we're entering a whole new era.
An AI era.
Exactly. And what we do now will shape what that era looks like.
So what can people do?
Learn about it.
Okay.
Stay informed. Be curious. Talk about it.
Right, like what we're doing right now.
Exactly. The more we understand it,
Yeah.
the better we'll be able to handle it.
Maybe some of our listeners will be the ones building the next AI.
You never know, right?
This crazy thought.
It's an exciting time.
It really is.
Who knows what the future holds?
Well, on that note, I think that's about all the time we have.
Yeah, we could probably talk about this for hours.
Seriously, this is a wild deep dive.
It was. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. This was awesome.
And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us.
Keep learning about this stuff. It's only going to get more important.
Absolutely.